In the last video, you saw me scrubbing in the cement and then scrubbing it off again with the whiting. Having completed that process, I go round the lead with a little pointy stick, which is actually just a cheap paintbrush, and I've sharpened the end. If you use a nail, you can easily scratch the surface of the lead. And now I am cleaning up the surface of the glass with a knife, because sometimes little bits of cement flick onto the glass in little blobs and get left there. But also, because this is a restoration project, there's usually paint on the glass, and that's a little tricky to get off sometimes. I'm using a power tool here, which is just like the best thing for this job I've ever found. So what it's doing is saving me elbow grease, because you have to scrub and scrub and scrub at the lead to get a beautiful bloom to come up. You can see in the corner nearest the front of the image where I've worked with it's a floor polisher actually, and it's, as you can see, circa 1950 off eBay, and it's the best type to buy. It's a Hoover one because it's got coir pads underneath it. So they're brushes, they're circular brushes that go round and round and round. And I've taken the long handle off it, because obviously usually it's used on a floor. So I'm using it on the workbench. I've taken the long handle off, and I'm using it like a bench tool. And you just float it across the glass. It's never damaged anything I've been working on. And like I say, it takes a lot of the hard work out. Now for this job, I've decided to add a bit of great black because the lead is a little bit degraded. It's not polishing up in the way I'd like it to. So that little bit of lead at the front of the image is the new lead I've put on, and you can see that that's got a lovely bloom to it, whereas the other lead stayed a bit dull. So I've added a little bit of great black. But if you're doing a new project and all your lead is new lead, you probably don't need great black. You can just use elbow grease if you don't want to buy one of these fantastic tools, which I guess if you're just doing one project you wouldn't want to. Yeah, you don't want a brush that's as hard as when you were first scrubbing the cement. You want one that's a bit softer, but you'll find your own way. You'll see what gets the results you want. So I have an amazing array, a selection of scrubbing brushes, so I can always find one that's just right. Nail brushes can be useful too, and toothbrushes. One of the trickiest things about using great black is it's very difficult to apply it without getting black smears on the glass. But that's something you're just going to have to be a little careful about. But I'm very pleased with the way this window has finished. It looks good as new, and hopefully the clients will be pleased.